Hello, everyone. Let's just wait another minute or so we get some people in. Boa noite. Good evening. Boa noite for those that are Portuguese. Actually, most of the stuff is either Portuguese players or Portuguese collections. There's one card that I'm really psyched about. I finally got my hands on. Got a very low grade, but that's okay. And when I get to it, you'll guys see. Very good card. All right. So, again, it's mostly Portuguese players, some Eusebius, and some stuff that a couple of these cards on here are top one. I mean, I've never been graded, but I'll get to it in a few then. All right. So let's get started. This is the lightest one, so we'll start with this. I had already started with the opening. Okay. So the first one is 1966-67 Panini Campione dello Sport. So this was like a multi-sport collection that came out, stickers, and different sports, obviously. And this is an Eusebio. This is a PSA 3. Já quanto paga para graduar? Depende, tem às vezes especiais. Isto aqui, se não me engano, foi talvez $19 cada uma, se não me engano, mais ou menos isso. Depende dos especiais que eles e promoções que ele tenham durante o mês. So this is a 66-67 Panini. Like it because I was born in 67, so anything from that year is special. PSA actually did a very good job with this particular sticker as far as the... I don't know if these are the new slabs, they must be, but very light, and the actual sticker is nice and centered on here, so good job by PSA. Let's see if the others are okay too, but I don't think so. I think I saw a preview of some. All right, here's a 68-69 Panini Calciatore. This is a 2. Now, I believe that these I crossed over. I cracked them from BGS, and I held on to the labels downstairs. I'm going to have to check and see exactly how downgraded they got, but the bottom line is I want to change them over from Beckett, from BGS to PSA. So I'm okay with these grades. The pop is relatively low. Here's one that you don't see every day, graded from the famous Calhambeck collection in Portugal, 72-73. As you can see, there's missing papers. I don't care about it. I just got a 1, and I guess a miscut also. And paper, the PR, I forget what that is. It's probably paper something, ripped or something. Anybody know what the PR stands for? I forgot to look this up. PR, I know the one, and the MC is for miscut, because you can clearly see the left border is definitely, poor. Okay, I'm sorry. Yeah, thank you, Pelke. Sports cards. Yeah, it's poor. So I'm fine with it. I just wanted to, and as you can see, they did not do as good of a job centering this sticker, because it's definitely not centered. I could have put something up above it, but nevertheless, still nice. So this is one. Let's get on to the next one. Hey, como está, Joaquim? Joaquim Lima. Não sei se foi, se isto era seu, se foi uma troca, o que é que fizemos. Já estou, a minha memória falha-me tanto. Mas anyway, acabou de chegar. Alright, let's get on to the bigger portion of this submission. And there's a lot of them from 1966, the Ibis collection that has Eusébio, a lot of them, but anyway. Não há 10, nem pensar, nem de perto nem de longe. I'm trying to finish all the Brazilian players from this 1970 Portuguese collection, Edições Palirex, from the World Cup, and I'm only missing a couple at this point. Some of them are Pop 1. This might be even a Pop 1 of Wilton Piazza. Again, PR, thanks again to Pelke for saying that PR is poor. So this is a 1, but it's okay because I need to I needed to finish, and again, I'm 2 away from that. This was another one. This is a VGA PSA 4 of Joel. Então, o hobby em português, I'm trying to remember the name again. Oh my God, Moreira, something Moreira, right? Estou meio adoentado hoje também, por isso. A cabeça também não funciona muito bem. So, another one of these, Polydex Brazilian players. And here's something that it's definitely Pop 1. Foste dizer o mais difícil. Bem, Moreira, mas estou-me a esquecer agora do primeiro nome. Poxa, ele bem mais que André, é isso. Obrigado. This is probably one of the first Porto players. His nickname was actually Pinga. And this is from a 1962 collection, Agência Portuguesa de Revistas. But he's much older than that. I believe he was from the 20s. So I'm actually the 30s, and it's kind of a little summary of his career in the back. He was considered Porto's first great player, and his nickname was Pinga, which means something different in, I believe, in Spanish, but anyway, I wanted to get this graded again. Pop 1 of Artur Souza or Pinga. Barriga na político, não, Barriga acho que não está aqui. Mas tenho este, que é o Pepe. This guy's nickname was Pepe. And he played for Belenenses, long story short. He played in the 20s for sure. Made it to the Portuguese national team, wound up passing away at a very early age because of some food poisoning. That's just a short story. I believe his mom, by mistake, put something in some sausages or something. The next thing you know, he basically died from that. So this is the original Pep. And like I said, from the 20s, but this is from the 62 collection. That also has... what's his name? I believe Eusébio, which I don't think I have it on here. So now the majority of the rest of the stuff is all things like this, which I love, which is in black and white. Most of these are Eusébio, different numbers. A lot of them in-game actions against either Brazil, North Korea, and I believe even some against the English national team on the semifinals game. This is against Brazil. I got a few of these. A lot of these are miscuts, as you can tell. The left borders, when you compare them to the right borders, definitely miscut. It's a 2, but it's still a good card to have. I got a couple of these by now. Very low pop. This is Pop 1 from the same collection. I just like the portrait picture of Coluna, one of Portugal's all-time best. I sent it in because, again, no one had it graded. I got a 3. It's pretty good grade. Sticker's in decent condition, but again, PSA did not do a very good job with centering on here. So, este é fascinante nos conquistos icônicos com o Salazar. Well, icônico, ele está por aqui somewhere. Eu mandei. Here you see Eusebio celebrating. The left, I think José Torres is about to score a goal against North Korea. If you guys read up on this is from the 1966 World Cup. Portugal came back from a deficit. It was either 3-0 or 3-1. They turned the game around. I believe Eusebio had a hat trick in this game. They turned the game around in the second half and scored. They beat them 5-3, I believe. 2.5, good grade. Again, I just love this 1966 Evish. Still considerable low pop in general. Here's something different from that same company of APR, Agência Portuguesa de Revistas, that you see here. But it's a different year. This one is 62, and this one is 71. The same type of format. Love these. This is a 1. I didn't mind. It's you probably can't tell, but right across here, it's bent. So, and the corners all screwed up. But again, I think there's some red discoloring there. But I figured, hey, anything just encased is much better than not protected. Yes, I have another one. This also is a 1. This also has across his face here bent, and the corners are not in great shape. So I had to put André Moreira from O Javi Português is asking whether I had to explain. I did not have to explain. I just labeled them that way, and somehow they must have already the checklist of the players, and then I guess they must see that, that my information that I gave to them was correct. So sometimes they won't honor that. They'll just do whatever they want. But this time they did the right thing. It's not really vintage, but still, it's a 71. It's a Pele. There's high pop report on these. I just had it sitting around. I figured I'd send it over. As you can tell, different type of slab that PSA had on this one, so completely different. So they're still messing around with different encasings, I guess depending on the sticker. This is also pretty common, 1979, The Sun. The Sun is, I believe, was in English, I don't know if it still is, a British newspaper. I got a 5, and I had a 6 also, yeah. So 5 and 6. The pop reports on these are not too crazy, but they're still, you can get them pretty easily out there. So, and if they do, and yeah, they'll do whatever they want, even though you can put whatever on the comment section. A lot of times they won't honor that. Here's something pretty nice, and this is quite valuable. This is also a crossover that I did I took it out from a BGS graded, and I'll post later on what the exact grades were. So these go for a pretty good amount. Pop is not that high. I believe I have the highest graded. It's pretty much considered one of Eusebio's rookies, I guess, because this came out in 62 at the end of the, I want to say 61-62 season, which is when this was from a shot from the final of the European champions when they beat Real Madrid, I believe. But they, before PSA used to label this 61-62, and over the last few years they've changed that 62-63. And I keep seeing the prices for these ungraded quite expensive. I haven't checked to see if there's been any sales, but whoever has these ask for a good amount of money. And again, I believe I'm the only one with a PSA 6, which is the highest. Last time I checked, I haven't checked recently, but something good to have though. I had forgotten I sent that one. Oh, all right. So here's the one I'm really, really happy about. I wasn't particularly concerned about the grade as long as PSA graded with something. They did actually a 1 and a marking, and that's because in the back, and this was removed from an album. This is, I guess, the mark, the 8. I don't know if I should have, looking back, if I should have attempted to erase that, but I didn't care. I had my fingers crossed that it would be a 1, and it was. At worst, not authentic. And thankfully, they gave me a 1 because the sticker in the front is in very good shape. And you would have. I removed it myself. I'm not an expert by any means, but I had the album and I removed it. I practiced with some other of less value, obviously, and I could have done a better job. Whoever was the owner of this album at the time, they really stuck top and bottom with glue, and I had a hard time getting it. Even on the sides, you can see that they made sure they stuck it well. But the majority of the sticker is still intact, and that's the important. The corners are not too bad. Center is not too bad considering it's such an old sticker, but that's the one I've been looking for a long time. This one, and I'm also now still looking for the Van Basten Panini 1982 sticker. Now, and Breda just spoke about this a couple minutes ago. It'd be interesting to see the one of Eusebio with Salazar. Salazar was, I don't know if he was a prime minister or a president during a regime in the 50s, 60s, and I think early 70s. Basically, he was a fascist. He ran the country with iron fist, basically. So he was they call it, they didn't consider the council president, but he was really the head of the state. And Salazar, people obviously, a lot of older people still remember what he did to Portugal in general. So yeah, I don't know if this is pop 1. Got 2.5, 2.5, which is not bad at all. I'm okay with it. There must be a few of these more still. Yeah, this is 1.5. It's a fair with. Okay, so this is the Harold Wilson, the Prime Minister of England, shaking Eusebio's hand at some point. It doesn't say when it happened, but whatever. So there's quite a few more of these different ones. This is Eusebio, I guess, scoring. It must be a penalty. Is this with the action? No, this is against North Korea. So he has brought the score to 3-2, and this is 1.5, so it's a fair. And you probably can't see on this one, but this is clearly damaged, but when you need to see it biannually, maybe with the light. So all right, we're down to there's 3 more. This a miscut, as you can tell. This is Eusebio. This is after what? This was after they beat North Korea with Jaime Graça also in there. So it seemed to be very disappointed at halftime. I guess they were able to turn the game around. All right, there's 2 more, and we'll be done. Oh, okay, so this is 71-72. Balidex. I love these stickers from 1971 Oz Football, and this got a 1, and that's because you probably can't see, but from top to bottom, it's definitely bent. So I didn't care. I just wanted to get it graded, slabbed. One of my favorite stickers. Anything with Polydex, I just love. I also have pops are really low on this too. There might be one other grader from 1971-72. There's also, I like Bento, which is a Benfica goalkeeper. Also Yazaldi, I sent 2 of these. No, I don't think anyone else has sent them. And also Damas, a great goalie for Sporting in this prime. So anytime I can get my hands on some of these, I'll buy them. And one last one, and this is like the first one that we saw from 1966 Evies. I guess it's Eusebio taking a shot on goal against Brazil. I don't know if he scored. Let me see what it says in the back. Oh yeah, so this is the second. This is scoring the second goal against Brazil on a header. Portugal did beat Brazil there. I don't know if it was 2-1 or 3-1, something like that. So yeah, guys. So this was it. A small submission, and again, the highlights to me. The number one is this Cruyff. I guess I'm not sure if it's considered a rookie, but I was been looking to get it for a long time. I had to take it out, remove it from an album. So this was tops. This is also tops for me. Eusebio, I guess one of his rookies, and this guy, the original Pep. Even though it's the collection of 1962, he did play 1920s, and there's a very limited amount of rookies out there. So if you can get your hands on anything from the 20s, it's great. Tough to get them even in Portugal, but again, original Pep. Oh, and one of Porto's finest player, FC Porto's finest players from the 20s and 30s. Nickname was Pinga, so part of the same collection. All right, guys. Well, hope you enjoyed this. Again, it's just a small submission I haven't done in a few. There's a couple other submissions out there with PSA that in due time, I'll once I receive it, I'll have another live. All right, guys. Thanks for all those that tuned in. Take care and Happy New Year to everyone.